Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tanichus and welcome back to the Art Survival video. And today it's finally the day. It will be the last video of me covering up Halloween stuff pretty much. And yes, this will be the Halloween 2022 event review pretty much. And yeah, we'll review anything. First, we'll talk about the quests, and then after that, we can talk about the boss as well as the rewards over here. And then after that, we will talk about this demon over here, this whole new interface. And then after that, we will also review these coffins over here. And there will be some interesting stuff that I want to say about the coffins as well as to how I think it's pretty much the developers are smart in releasing these coffins because I will save that for later pretty much. But yeah, they're kind of smart in their strategy in the marketing pretty much, and yeah, we'll talk about that later on. And then we also will take a look at the rewards that we can get or we could get during this event. This is pretty much what I have. And then comparing it with the previous one over here, the previous rewards pretty much. And then after that, yeah, I think that'll be it. And overall, my thoughts about this event in general, and then what can happen in the next event, which will be the Christmas or winter event, and then what will be in the next year, pretty much. So yeah, I guess we can start. Like I said, we can start from the quests. So as you can see, at the moment there were um, because when this video is up, it's already over, and yeah, it's already over. So let's use past tense. Even though at the time I'm recording this, I still have like just about 4 more days, and that's pretty much it. So for the quests, I believe there were 13. Yes. I uh when the leak do you guys remember the leak video that I made like a month ago or something about like a leaked footage about the event, and I think there were like eight, I believe, eight quests, and then when the event actually dropped, we only got what is it, like six, I think. Was it six? Yeah, it was six, right? Because six times 15, that's only 90. So yeah, I remember. That was like 90 coins every day that you can get, and then that will be 18 souls that you can get every day. And then people just got mad. In the Discord, they tried to put suggestions, and then they made some people made campaign about that as well. Pretty much about Riot. So yeah, it's like a drama, but there's that about it's pretty much when the first days, the first few days, someone made calculation about the quests and the amount of souls that we can get, and apparently we would have never been able to maximize our demon, and that's a big problem because why would an event not allowing the players to reach the end of the event, which is demon level 10. So yeah, it was a little bit weird as well. And people just start calling out that this game is more towards pay to win, and you need to be a whale, you need to pay certain amount of money. Even with paying some money as well, you would not be able to maximize it as well, and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm glad though the developers were what is it like quickly responded to that, and then they extended the quests into 13 after a few days, I think after a week or so. But yeah, it's about a week in pretty much, and they extended, they had update in which the quests were then 13 instead of 6. So and yeah, people make calculation again, and it's now available. It's not available, it's now enough to buy or to maximize the demon level. However, if you were late into the event, then you would not be able to, and then the developers kept extending the event's duration pretty much, and yeah, there is that. I think you can be late for about a week, and then you can still get, you could still get Demon level 10 probably. I'm not sure, but yeah. Someone already made a calculation about that in the Discord server pretty much. So yeah, there is that. That's about the amount of quests. I feel like they could have done this a little bit better. Okay, so it's, I don't know if it would be easy or not to make the program for this. Pretty much, what I'm suggesting is that my idea was that yeah, the quest you could only get certain amount, but after you defeat the boss, you will unlock even more quests. Therefore, you could get more quests pretty much. And then if you beat the second boss, then you will get another +2 maximum quests every day that you can do, and so on and so on. So so that it's yeah, it pretty much like gradually increase, and yeah, I think it will be better that way, I would say. Um, Instead of just dumping 13 at once, because it's I kind of get the point as well, because we don't want to finish the event too quickly. But yeah, then again, the event kind of started late as well. If that's the case, then I would also suggest that the Halloween event start at the beginning of October, because like literally October is the month of Halloween. So the spooky stuff is in October. Like this is quite awkward, I would say. It's already like late November, and the event is still here. So it's way too late, I would say. So yeah, if anything, I would suggest that the event starts, like let's say in the first day of October, so that when you finish the boss, it's actually at the time of Halloween, which is the 31st of October. And then after that, November, you can give like few days, like 2 days pretty much until November 2nd, just to redeem everything, like, exchange everything that you have, like the souls, the coins. But yeah, that will make the game or the event less awkward, I would say, because like this is super awkward, because like Halloween, at this point, Halloween's already like 20 days ago, like already 3 weeks ago, but this event's still going. So yeah, it's a little bit awkward, I would say. It's like a little bit too late. It's better start early than start way too late, in my opinion. But yeah, there is that. Hopefully, the same can happen with the Christmas event as well. Like literally, the event starts at the start of December, and then at it ends at the New Year pretty much, or 2nd of January. So yeah, so that it's not getting extended, and then it will be too awkward, because like it's already 20th of January 2023, but you still have Christmas event, that already happened like literally a month ago. So yeah, there's that. That's just my opinion, though. It's better to start early than end way later, and that's pretty much it. About the quest itself, let's review the quests. There are some great, interesting quests, I think, like the one that requires energy, and then the one that try to defend stuff. Although, I did try when with the defending village, and let's see if there is not that one. Is it this one over here? Let's actually check. Yeah, this one over here. No, not that one. That's just the defeat enemies. Is there anything else that I have? No. Okay, so there is a defend village quest in which you would be helping the pumpkin head or the wizard or the farmer. And I tried all those three. I tried to let them die in the combat, and nothing happened really. So yeah, it's a little bit weird. I feel like if they die, the quest should have been a fail, not still succeeding, even though you beat everything. So yeah, that's just my opinion, though, because like let's think about it this way. The Pumpkinhead tried to defend the village, so I guess the main objective will be the village being saved. But then again, the main character will be the Pumpkinhead. So when you finish the the battle, if the pumpkin head's already dead, then they should not have any more conversation or talk pretty much. So it's a little bit weird as well because they're supposed to be they're dead, but they can still talk after the combat, which is a little bit weird by the way. So yeah, it'll be interesting if you let one of them die, the entire quest will fail. I think that will be more challenging in my opinion. So that you are forced to try to protect them as well, which is interesting. So yeah. And then I think as for the witch, the one that requires, like, let's say, dandelion, nettle, and stuff like that. I think that's fun though. That's easy. So yeah, I think that can stay. And then after that, the energy ones are quite tricky. You can fail the thinking for two quests if you don't have enough energy. If you try to finish the plant garden quest, but you don't have enough energy, I think you you can actually replenish your energy in the quest as well. Like you go out and then you drink coffee or Pepsi or some other stuff that gives energy, and then you go back into the event to continue the planting the garden. So that's fun, but the thinking for two ones, that's a little bit too difficult, I would say, for people that are not aware of that. So yeah, but then again, it's I think like people will only fail like the first few days, and then after that they already know what to deal with it. So yeah, I think that can stay as well, actually. But yeah, is there any other quest that I want to? Actually, there is no delivery, not delivery. What's it? Passenger quests actually, because let's actually take a look at the Chelyabinsk NPC. So in the quest over here, sometimes there is a passenger. Like you will pick up some random person, and then you need to um, pick them up into the location, like the certain location around the map. So I think that will be interesting as well to see those kind of quests that you pick up someone, and then you that someone needed to go somewhere pretty much. Like let's say the farmer needed to let's say get his supplies, like fertilizer. But to make fertilizer, he would need to get some stuff from the wasteland. So you deliver the farmer to get those, let's say, saltpeter, and then he got some, and then you pick him up home as well, so that he could plant the garden or whatever. So yeah, I think that would be fun. That would be fun though. Um, just to have passenger quest, pretty much like having someone with you, just like the passenger quest from the NPC. So yeah, there's that. I feel like there's some other stuff that can be improved as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it from the quest. Um, Still glad they addressed the issue about the amount of quests. Not really addressing the issue actually. They just um, put up some update, and that's pretty much it. They didn't say anything regarding that actually. Like like we're sorry that we messed up, or the amount of quests were not enough for the players to get Demon level 10. I don't think they said any of that. So yeah, they just put up the update, and that's pretty much it. So yeah. Next will be the boss. Okay, boss are interesting. Although the amount of boss this year were only six, while last year there were like more than six, pretty much like there's like 10, I believe, because there were 10 rewards. So yeah, there's that. So this one is, I don't know. In that case, this one this year's kind of worse than that in the amount of quantity. Okay, but for the quality of the reward over here, I would say this year is better. In a way that these are all pretty much useful items that you can always use. Well, for the last year, there are some items that are, yeah, okay, it's not it's great, but it's not the best pretty much. Like for instance, this hunter's chain over here, and then daredevil. Why would you use daredevil if you have like, let's say, Pelas? And then this one as well, the dark crystal. Like if you're end game, you pretty much don't need this actually. So Yeah, and then there is this Plague Doctor mask as well. You probably already have better, better mask, and then for this one, Monstrous Pack, you probably already have truck or cars or even Pelas, and that this amount of carry weight doesn't really affect you that much. So yeah, in that case alone, also this one over here, Possessed Lantern, like yeah, I guess a search success plus 35. Why don't I just use like let's say this one, this powerful flashlight, which is way better than that. If we review it that way, then yes, this year is way better because let's take a look at the rewards. We got Demon Guys. This one's just the same as Hunter's Carp. However, this also has the effect that it will be immune. We will be immune to continuous damage, pretty much, or damage over turn effects, and that's actually great if you think about it. I will actually try that as well. Showcase that in the future as well. And then Poison Flask. This is actually great. It's kind of underrated as well. It just instantly gives you 100 energy. Yeah, sure, it's at the expense of poison, but then again, 100 energy is always nice, especially when you're new player, and then you're looting, and then you just need that extra energy to, let's say, open some doors. So this is actually a great item, even end game as well. Like I pretty much use this because coffees are only giving 30 energy, while this or 25, I think 30, yeah, 30 energy, while this one gives 100. So there's that. Yeah, I know you get the poison and then you cannot drink this again until the poison effects get removed, meaning that you can only get this effect once, pretty much. At least once in a while you can heal it at the nurse, but then again, if you're out looting, then you don't have access to the nurse. So yeah, there's that. I mean, it's still useful, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's okay, I guess. And then Executioner Sword, this one has 380, which is interesting because this sword also heals, by the way. Don't forget about that. If you kill something with it, or maybe not killing as well, it will heal you after that, which is kind of nice in a way, because yeah, like I feel like all melee weapons should have some gimmick or effect to it as well. Like Hunter's Chain can pull back the opponents by one tile, and then the Shock Bludgeon can stun the opponents and stuff like that. So having this one, and then Kitten Spear as well, that can poison the opponent. So this one is kind of the same damage as well, but this one can heal you, and that's pretty much it. So it's just another variant of melee weapon. And then Gluten's back. This one is interesting. I think this is the winner for me, the winner of the entirety of the event, which is the Gluten's back. Having the fact that you have additional food by 200, meaning that you can eat various stuff over here, like you can eat many of this stuff that you could not eat previously. Like let's say you can only eat either pizza or the damage increasing food like Kiev or the spaghetti monster, and yeah, or the pilaf over here if you're fighting animal, I guess. You can only pick either one of those because as you can see the food is actually 150. And you will need other stuff as well, like the pliny, and then after that the mashed potato, and then after that the uka as well, or mushroom soup. It's kind of the same. I guess uka is better. And yeah, so the fact that we got ourselves increased food bar over here by 200, meaning that we can eat more stuff, and yeah, it's actually great actually. We can eat more buff, meaning that the combats will be easier, and then there's that. And then after that there's the Giga Water. Some people actually like this for some reason. I don't really like this one because, yeah, it has the effect of increasing the damage itself. However, you can only, use this weapon effectively once to every opponent every 2 turns. Because if you try to hit the same target, the damage will be halved. So, yeah, I mean, the damage increased, but the fact that the damage got halved, it's actually less than the increased. So therefore you're just dealing less damage in general. So yeah, I don't really like this, honestly, but we'll try as well in the future. So that's just my opinion anyway. And then the final one, which is the cursed coin. And for online people, they really like this one, like like this is some godly item. But me, I don't really like this because we can get anything from NPC already. So yeah, this one is kind of unnecessary. People who need this is just, for commercial stuff, for trading with other players, which is not the point of the game, really. You trade with others just to help each other out, not necessarily getting profit and stuff like that. I don't think anyway. So yeah, if we let that aside, let that remove that from the variable, then the curse coin is pretty much a meh, I would say. You can still get the clean water like usual using water filter as well. So you were fine without this coin, and I feel like you will still be fine without as well. So it's like unnecessary pretty much. So yeah, there is that. I guess there's that. That's the reward. Actually, the reward is over here. I prepared it over here pretty much. The first one was the demon guys, which is interesting. I have demon level 10, and this is the stat. Actually, it only gives 2000 because I have armadillo. That's why you see 2200 over here. If you have max armadillo, I think it will be 2400, which is just the same as prospector armor in general. Unfortunately, none of these item at the time I'm recording has the ability to for manual repair, meaning that you can only repair these three items over here from the specialist or the NPC, meaning that it will take a lot of currencies, and the currencies based on where you are, like this one, either black rubbles, iron nuts, or ration card, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, there's that. Let's review the boss actually. Demon Balthazar, the way you defeat that is you get the buff from the cultists, and then after that you just run from it. It will not attack you if it cannot reach you because the attack is melee, meaning that yeah, just like any other melee, they will chase you first, and if they finally are adjacent to you, then it will then attack. However, if it has distance, there is some distance between you and this demon, then the demon will not attack you. It's as simple as that actually. And yeah, and then for the plague doctor, you will need the demon guys, which is this one, because the plague doctor will do will do effect damage that pretty much will one shot kill you. And the way to completely remove that is using this demon guy. So I would say that this boss is interesting because it showcased what's supposed to be what's the demon guy supposed to be, which is actually smart as well from the developers, because at the end of the day you want to have these weapons or equipments to be useful, so you make a showcase about that. And that's actually all of this one over here at the top, which is Dr. Pumpkin King or Pumpkin God and the Reaper. You will need all the first, third, and fifth reward pretty much. So yeah, there's that. Just use demon guys for the plague doctor, and then for this one, what is this again? This is the Count Dracula, I think. Yeah. So the Count Dracula, it's just whatever, I would say. I think the way is to try to pick the bride first, maybe, because sometimes the bride gets a little bit too annoying. You can actually stun the brides as well and just focus on the Count Dracula, but I feel like the best way is to just attack them one by one, and that's pretty much it. So yeah. The battlefield is kind of cramped, meaning that you can't really escape from the Dracula and the brides as well. They will always try, they will find the way to you because the battlefield is not that wide. So yeah, there is that. But it will be fine. Eat the food buff and you will be fine, I think. And then for the pumpkin god, It's the showcase of the executioner sword because the second phase of the pumpkin, yeah, the pumpkin god has multiple phases. By the way, the first one is the god, and then it becomes the baron, and then it becomes something, and then the final one becomes the unruly little pumpkin. I think what it's called. You need the sword to beat the second one because I did a video in which I didn't use the sword and it's just impossible to beat the Baron without the sword. I think the Baron is like absolute zero damage. Will get absolute zero damage from any weapon pretty much, which is a little bit annoying, and that's why you need the sword. So yeah, this is another showcase, just like the Plague Doctor showcasing the Demon Guys, the Pumpkin God showcasing the Executioner Sword. And then after that, there's the easiest boss, I would say, boss battle, which is the Frankenstein. Yeah, the Frankenstein is just simple. You just kill the zombies, and then you kill Igor, maybe, and then you just go for the Frankenstein, and that's pretty much it. It's a little bit too easy, I would say. Don't know why it's in the fifth boss. And then after that, there comes the troll boss, which is it's supposed to be the talking donkey, but well, obviously they made or they took the Shrek reference. However, if they did that, it would be bad for them because I think Disney could actually sue them for that for copyright infringement, I think, because there is Donkey, there is the Shrek and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm glad actually they didn't show the Shrek because if they did, and the Donkey as well, I think that would be bad for them because yeah, well, unless they have the permission to get that from Disney, which would be, I think, which would be expensive. So yeah, I don't think that would do it. Um, and then we got the Reaper as the boss, like the plot twist, pretty much, which is interesting as well. And then this one as well. It's showcasing the Giga Water over here because you need the Giga Water to destroy the portal. Now this is interesting because when the thing before the battle start, there's like a lightning in the cutscene or the dialogue text. There's like a lightning that destroys the portal. However, using the lightning scroll didn't actually destroy the portal. It's still zero damage. I tried, so yeah, that's unfortunate because lightning scroll is just pretty much scroll. So why couldn't it be used to destroy the portal? Pretty much, yeah, just like that. Which is again a little bit, it's a little bit weird and awkward as well because because they said that the lightning will destroy the portal, but then the lightning scroll does not, which is, it's technically lightning, so yeah, it's a little bit weird in my opinion. But that's okay though. It's because showcasing the Gigawater. If the lightning scroll is usable, then no one will use the Gigawater, and yeah, there's that pretty much. I guess it's just for plot armor. Yeah, it's just for plot armor pretty much. You cannot use any other stuff other than Gigawater, and that's period. Despite of it being lightning or whatsoever, it's just absolute thing that you need. And then after that you got curse coin, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's the boss. The most difficult would be the demon Balthazar, I would say, because it's if you don't know what you're doing, then it's pretty much difficult. But if you know what you're doing, if you know the weakness of the boss, which is melee, pretty much, so you will beat this quite easily, like I did. I did that in the first try, I think. And then if we know everything, I think the Reaper is still the one that is the most difficult one because I think you need the Gigawater, but also I think you will need the Demon Guys as well because apparently the Plague Doctor that the Reaper summoned could also do the poison damage, which again would one shot you to die to death pretty much. So you will also need the demon guys for that as well, just for safety protection. If I can change the order, I think I would swap the Frankenstein and the demon Balthazar. I think that would make sense as well because like this is demon, right? Why would you have demon as the first boss? It's like demon. It's a strong demon as well. I feel like it should be like later in the boss. Maybe the first one will be Frankenstein because monsters. Where do the monsters come from? Maybe like make it that way. There's too many monsters. Where did they come from? And then they found the Frankenstein messing around with stuff, and then yeah, and then after that there's a lot of zombies. Where did the zombies came from? And then there's the plague doctor, and then after that there's the what is it like vampire, like the pets. And there's so many were pets pretty much, like half pets half human, that are terrorizing the village or something like that. And then you found out that it's the Dracula. And then after that there's the pumpkin as well. It's time for harvesting pumpkin. However, the pumpkin are missing, and then they there's like an army of pumpkins somewhere, trying to what is it like trying to take over the village pretty much. So you fight that, and then after that, you just fight the demon Balthazar because yeah, it's just demon in general. So I feel like it should be later boss, and then after that the final will be the Reaper, just as the same. I think just swap the demon and the Frankenstein, and it'll be great actually. So yeah, because some people actually could not pass the first boss, meaning that they, pretty much there's a big wall over here, meaning that they could never be able to get the, all these rewards over here, which is bad. So if I'm the developer, I don't want that. I feel like if there is event like this, I want the players to have at least all the free rewards over here, and that's just pretty much it. So yeah, there's that anyway, because the demon, like I said, some players could not pass the first boss, which is the demon, and they could not do the remaining thing. And then the fact that to get these coffins available over here, you need to beat the certain boss as well. So if you did not beat any of the boss, the coffin would not appear, and you could not do anything pretty much. All your souls and coins, they're just yeah, they're just for nothing pretty much. So yeah, well, maybe for the demon level, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's the boss. And then after that, let's talk about the demon interface over here. When the first day of the event came, I was kind of surprised because I could not find my hunter's carp, and then the Helsing became like super weak as well. I thought it got nerfed, and then there is some sort of scrolls as well that I thought it was nerfed in the first place. But it turns out that you just need to level up your demon, and that's pretty much it. Now there's always between player there's always like situation in which should you max your demon or should you use the souls for other stuff. In my opinion, I feel like maxing the demon is the best way because well, yeah, because then the giga water over here, the executioner sword, and then the demon guys can have its maximum potential. If you only have like demon level 7, then this demon will not be as strong as it is right now in max level. And there's that also. If you ask me if I would rather the first option, which would be getting demon level 10 but did not get anything else, or the second option will be B, did not get the demon level 10 but also risking it for the coffins and then still get nothing. Well, obviously I would pick A because it's either you get uh, level 10 plus nothing or nothing at all. That's just how it is, with gacha especially. So yeah, you cannot really guarantee yourself to get a reward, because again, I've heard some people as well that they um, sacrifice their demon level just to get these, and then they still got nothing. And that got me thinking, like, why would you, again, like, why would you sacrifice this for nothing pretty much? At least if you use this way, you could still get something out of it, like a guarantee to get something. But if you use the souls purely for the coffins, then you're just gambling at that point. So yeah, that's on you pretty much. uh, yeah, like I said, for me, I will just take whatever is guaranteed over here. Again, the demon guys is kind of cool. I think I'm going to showcase this as well. multiple times in the future, and then this execution sword and the Giga Water as well, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's what I thought about the demon level. Now it's also interesting. A question will be, what will happen next year? Will the demon level got reset again, or will it stay, or what? What's gonna happen next year? So that's like the biggest questions at the moment because, when the Halloween event started, they just took our stuff and they nerf it, and then they make us do this level 10 over here if we want the stuff to get back into the first place. So it's kind of forced nerf as well. So it's just like any other nerf pretty much. And that got me thinking, like, it means that they can just do the same next year as well. We just got demon level 10. The demon guys is at max, and next year they can just make demon guys become, like, let's say 100 armor as well. It got reset to level 0 again next year, so they can just do that. So yeah, which is not great, I would say, because yeah, I don't know. It feels like something is taken from you, and then you're forced to do something if you want to, you know, if you want to take it back, which is a little bit of robbing. Like you got robbed. Yeah, imagine you got robbed, and then the robber, ask, if you want this stuff back, pay me, or do something as I say. If not, then, well, unfortunate for you, I'm not gonna give the stuff back to you. So yeah, it's pretty much kind of the same as well. So yeah, there's that. That's just my opinion, though. Again, that's just my opinion. Maybe you guys like that, but I feel like with this event this year, I feel like next year it'll be the same, and then that just everything got reset again, and then you need to do it again, and so on and so on, which is, it makes it that there is no point in doing the Halloween event if anything will get reset again in the next year. So yeah, hopefully next year will be entirely different from this. So yeah, we'll see for that next year. And then next we will talk about the coffin as well. There are three coffins. Oh yeah, I want to say how the developers are kind of smart in the marketing as well, because um, the first coffin unlocked after you beat, I think, the first boss as well, and then you got this kind of option over here, and most of the community actually they got debated. I would say they got trapped into using all their resources early just to get the stuff. Like some of them already got the pumpkin, some of them already got the hunter's card, and then they just saw this shotgun over here and they thought, oh, that's actually a nice shotgun. You know what? I'm going to roll for it right now. And then what's gonna happen after that? The second coffin appeared, which is this one, and people, there is this Pumpkinomicon as well, which is a little bit interesting quest as well. And then there is this Dead Man's Hand. But I think the winner here is the Pumpkinomicon because it can you can create this pumpkin jump pretty much, and some people already regret that they used the resources back then in the first coffin, and then they used next for this one as well, and they got nothing as well. Just sacrificing their souls and the coins just for this, and they don't get anything. Um, and then after that, the third coffin appeared as well, and here there is this over here: invisibility cloak, dodge chance plus 90%. At this point, all those people that got trapped or debated, they already had no resource whatsoever, and yeah, they are tempted to get this reward over here, which is the cloak and the magic carpet, and then the forest wrath as well. And because they don't have resource, what they do, well, they just spend money over here. So yeah, it works for their business model, I would say. And yeah, it's just like gacha game in general, I would say. It's just like this, the industry of mobile phone game. That's just how it is. So get used to it pretty much. You will see this kind of stuff even more crazier in the future, I believe. But yeah, also, like, I think I already said this, or I haven't. Maybe I will upload that later on, I don't know. But pretty much I said that I feel like this year the developers were kind of surprised as to the amount of revenue that they are getting from this event. Just as simple as applying gacha stuff over here, they just pretty much got a lot of revenue. So yeah, like let's be real here. I feel like their revenue this year is way, way, way more than last year because this year they apply the gacha system. Now, what does that mean? I mentioned this as well. If this works for them, there is no reason why they would actually remove this. Yes, it will hurt the community, it will hurt you, but hey, it's money, they need money, so if I do something and it gives me a lot of money, why would I, not continuously do that, right? That's the question. So I feel like the same will happen for the Winter Christmas event as well, and maybe for next year as well. Even maybe it will get crazier, who knows? But yeah, so yeah, hopefully the developers are not being too greedy, I would say, because there are way, way so many other game developers that are greedy in their this monetary system. They're just abusing the community, just milking the money from the community pretty much. Um, I hope the developers, TLT, and I think there's other company as well. The name I forgot. Um, I hope they don't go into that path, go that way, because again, it's just gonna hurt the community. So, yeah, but who cares about the community? You got the money anyway, so yeah, I don't know. But hopefully they don't go that way. Hopefully they still have moral compass, especially since this is the art survival or survival game. So, I don't know, but yeah. That's just my opinion about this one as well. This works, the coffins work, not for the community, not for the players, but work for their business model, being, the mobile phone game developers. So, yeah, they might actually keep that in. In that case, I will still be fine, like I said. It's their game. They have rights to do so. It's like prerogative. Also, they need to pretty much pay the bills for the developers, the members over there as well, and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess it just makes sense actually. But yeah, um, it's just like industry in general. Anyway, they seek for profit, and that's pretty much it. I have no mind with that whatsoever. So yeah. That's all for the Halloween interface, I think. Next, we can compare this one. What do I get? What did I get this year? 8 Spooky Energy Drink, thanks to the gacha system. Also, the Pumpkin Jam as well. I think not. I think I got this one. Oh, yeah, also, by the way, there's a promo code which is Punch. You can put the promo code in. It's just literally just 5 letter, which is Punch, and then you'll get one of the one of these pumpkin jam, and that's pretty much it. And then you got the bombs. Actually, this is interesting, but we don't really need bombs. Honestly, we don't really need to open bunkers. There is like thousands of, or tens of thousands of them in the wasteland, in the cities as well. So I feel like the rewards are not that worthy. So I will actually not use this bomb whatsoever. I will just keep this as is right now. And then after that, oh yeah, the treat as well. Apparently, if you do the quest, you just got a lot of treats. This is the same as last year as well. I was just, farming some monsters, and then out of sudden, I realized that I got so many treats. Like I was wondering where I got it from, and oh, apparently the monsters. If you beat the monsters, they also gave treats, and that's pretty much it, which is interesting. And then for the witch punch though, I only got 40. Compared to last year, we can farm witches punch, and I got 1100 pretty much. So yeah, this one though, I needed to fight like 10,000 of witches, I think, just farm them, and then got myself the witches punch. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, you can see how I got so many of these, but then again, I work hard for it. I grinded the heck out of the monsters to get this one. So yeah, there is like struggle in it as well. So yeah, but still though, 40 compared to 1,000, that's like what is it like? Yeah, 2.5% of that. No, that's about like 4% of that, which is Yeah, which is a little bit too low, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, just like here as well, the trees. This is the one that I got last year, and then the one that I got this year is 7,700 over here. And then after that, the scrolls. We didn't get scroll as much as last year as well. As you can see over here, I got so many of them. I got this one 400, 800, but then again, these were all grindable, so there's that. I grinded again the heck out of witches to get the scroll, so there's that. And then there's so many scrolls like this as well. um but yeah, there is that actually. It's kind of the same as this one actually. uh, and then you get some old coins as well. Apparently, if you do the quest again, you get some of these old coins as well. I got 20,000 for some reason, so yeah, that's a lot of coins apparently. So yeah, there's that. And then there's also some fairy stuff over here, which is not all of them. I had some still in my other base. But yeah, there's that. This is pretty much all the other items that you can get, like this one as well, the fairy stuff, pretty much. And yeah, that's pretty much it though. I got nothing out of the coffins as well, meaning that yeah, I didn't get anything actually from the coffins as well. So yeah, there is that. I did video about this. I got nothing out of this. This one, yeah, I got nothing. I didn't get any of these. And then yeah, because I didn't try it the first time, so there is that. And then there's the shotgun as well. I didn't try. That's why I didn't get it. So yeah, it's unfortunate. But then again, the main item over here, I would say, are already enough, already better than last year's main item. So I guess that's already a win for me. So yeah, there's that. um yeah yeah, there is this one as well. Like all of this stuff were the main reward for the last year pretty much. And then there is the pumpkin as well. But yeah, it's unfortunate though that you can only get the pet from the gacha. However, I feel like you don't need the pumpkin anyway. I barely use my pumpkin whatsoever. If anything, I use the wolf or the raven and sometimes the polar fox, and that's pretty much it. So there is that. The little pumpkin is kinda optional. If you got it, then it's okay. But if you don't get it, then it's not the end of the world. Pretty much, yeah. It's just pretty much everything in the coffins. If you get nothing, it's not the end of the world. You were doing fine without all of those stuff, and I believe you will still be doing fine as well. So yeah, there you have it. I think that's it. It's already almost an hour video. That's it's already too long. But yeah, I don't want to make it any longer. But this is pretty much it. The Halloween event. Um, what do I think about next year and the winter event? I think for winter event, these coffins over here, this gacha, it might still be here, the gacha system, because again, it works for them. They got a lot of money out of it, so there is no reason for them not, removing that. So yeah, I guess this will stay, but I think this will be like Christmas present or something like that. Like let's say small present, medium present, and then large present. So like, or maybe they want to rename it like Santa's present, and then this one is maybe like the um what is it, elf's present. Let's say this one elf's present, and then this one is, let's say, what is it, after elf, I don't know, like angel's present or something like that, and then after that the Santa Claus's present, which is this one. So yeah, um it's kind of the same pretty much like gacha system. I don't mind, like I said, but yeah, maybe the community hates that. But yeah, it's just how it is though with mobile phone industry anyway. It's all about gacha this day. So yeah, um, there is that. That's for the winter event. I think it will still be the same, the gacha system. And then after that, here we know that the Hunter's Scarf got nerfed. I think what's gonna happen in Christmas is that your polar armor will also get the same treatment. This will get this will get nerfed to dirt. Like it will only have 100 armor, and you need to do some sort of level as well, like this one. Like let's say instead of demon, what will it be? Like I don't know, like I don't know, maybe Christmas tree, I don't know. But yeah, like decorate Christmas tree from level 0 to level 10, and then you will get your stuff upgraded as well. So Yeah, there's that. I think that can happen, although I'm not sure as well. As for the boss, um, we know that the Halloween event this year has less boss than last year, meaning that this winter event it can be the same as well, like the last year's boss. Will not be, will not all of them be the boss this year as well. Maybe like, only few of them pretty much. So yeah, that kind of be that might be the same, which is again fine, because six boss, meaning that you only need to do six battles instead of 10, which is a little bit too much maybe. Like people who are late to the event, maybe they are not able to fight all the 10 bosses, which is now it's only six, meaning that they have more toleration for that as well. So yeah, as for the reward, though, I have some theories about the things that we will get in the winter event. One of them being freezer, I would say. It will be some kind of freezer that can pretty much freeze all food or any other food pretty much. But it will require a lot of like electricity. Uh, we have electricity right now, by the way. We have this battery over here, we have the car battery, we have this high performance capacitor, we have this titanium alloy, we have this armor plate as well. So I feel like it's possible for that to happen as well. So I feel like fridge or freezer in general, I think that, or ice box, I think that will be a thing for the reward. And then after that, the armor, I think the polar armor and the polar fox will be here. Yeah, for the first one over here, this will be polar armor, and then this will be polar fox, and then there's all this sort of stuff over here as well. Like this one gives dots. Maybe the next one it will give hit chance by 90%, which pretty much you will not be able to miss any attack, which is that can be something though. But yeah, I'm going to save all the theories for later on as well, for the winter event pretty much. And then after that, okay, for the next year Halloween, what will be the thing? Unfortunately, I feel like it will be reset again to level zero. But the reason why is because so that there is a guarantee that the community will play the game again after next year. If they don't, then they will lose all their progress. So it's like it's like a guarantee, pretty much like um oh, you want your stuff to stay the same, well, do the same event again. If you don't, then well, goodbye to your event item pretty much. So yeah, I think that can happen. I think this will repeat again. Although, as I already said as well that I kind of want something new as well. Maybe this will be something new. Instead of demon, maybe it will be devil. I don't know. So yeah, maybe I don't know, but there is that. Rewards, I think next year will be, unfortunately, though, I feel like the rewards over here will not be available next year. Meaning that if you don't do the Halloween event this year and you don't get the gluten's back, you pretty much don't, will not get this again next year. I think because there are some items that you cannot get again, like this one, the demon mask. This is only exclusive for the previous Halloween event, not this year. This is not available whatsoever this year. So I feel like next year there will be some stuff that you cannot get anymore. Like let's say again, maybe this one over here, the gluten's bag, or maybe the gigawatt and stuff like that, or even the cursed coin. But yeah, that's just my opinion. But I feel like it will be changed with completely new items that will be meta in the future. So there's that. Anyway, I think that'll be it for the entirety, the review of Halloween 2022 event. It's already an hour. I know it's been a long video. Like some of you don't like long videos, but yeah, I just want to make a review. That's why it's long. I reviewed pretty much everything: the quest, the boss, the demon interface over here, and then the coffins as well, and then the things that we can get. Um, Compared to the previous one. And then after that there is the projection for the winter Christmas event or the next year's Halloween. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I think that'll be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the Art Survival video reviewing the Halloween event of Halloween 2022. Although it's way later in November already, which is again a little bit awkward. So yeah, I feel like there's some stuff here that can be fixed next year. Like let's say again, the biggest thing that I want to see next year will be Halloween event starts at 1st of October, period, and that's pretty much it. They can cap this, like this boss will only appear in certain dates, pretty much. They can make that actually. So yeah, so that people who wants to beat the final boss, they can only do that in the 31st of October during the Halloween day, pretty much, which is I feel like that's the point of the event. It's Halloween event, so you want to have this event like close to the date and not later, way later like this year. And yeah, that's just my opinion. It's better to start early than awkwardly end it late, but that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you again in the next Day Art Survival video. Until then, see ya.